So what I'm going to sort of talk about today is how do we supervise a ropes course. So you've probably got a little bit of prior knowledge already in regards to how Sean and John have done over the last couple of days. But up on the board here, I've sort of just put up a couple of key points that I think is kind of important. And what I thought we'd do is, in a moment, we want to sort of split into those sort of groups that were in before. So how we were sort of setting up a particular part of the course. I'd then like us to go across and actually have a climb on the course. And while we're doing that sort of climbing, I'd like you to sort of have a think about, how you'd actually supervise the course in regards to maybe those 4 points that I've put up there. So just sort of to gauge your knowledge, can anyone sort of talk me through sort of some of the considerations around those points? So if we were to look at key danger points, what do you think some of the suggestions might be there? Some of the topics or key points? Yep, okay, good. Yep, great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so there's kind of a really good couple of discussion areas. So what I want to do is I'm conscious that it's really important that you guys actually get out there and go climbing and sort of and the more that you do, often the better that you sort of learn. While you're there doing it, just have a really good think about what are those key danger points around belaying, and when we come back to the group, we'll then have a bit of discussion at the right. I'll get you guys to sort of write some key points on the board, and hopefully at the end of this hour session, we'll have a go at sort of climbing. We'll have a good discussion in your own groups about some of those things, and then we'll come back to the larger group and write up on the board all the different points we're going to talk about. You know, okay with that? So when we talk about sort of client to staff ratio, what are some of the considerations that we think about there? Yeah, yep, so it could be 1 to 9. Where's that from? Yep, okay. Think about also, what are maybe some special client groups that you might have, and what are some of their different needs. Also think about actual courses, layout of courses, and how can you supervise that. What about instructor teacher roles? What's some differences there? Yeah, how you empower them to do a role. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some really great ideas there. How you use them, the layout and geography of the course. So there's a fair bit around that as well. And this last one is going to try and really important. So what's some of the things you could sort of think about there? Yeah, yep. So minimal impact stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Let's think about sort of what weather is is good conditions to be on the course. What sort of adverse conditions. What are some reasons, weather conditions that you might actually want to sort of stop or cease operations. So look, we've started a good little discussion there. So what I want us to do now is in those same setup groups that we were in. So that was groups of sort of 3 or 4, wasn't it? Yeah, does everyone know what group they're in? Yeah. I want you guys to sort of work on maybe just one of those sort of points. Really try to sort of expand it as much as you can. When you go across to the course, I want you to then sort of in scenario go through all the things that you need to go through. Think about those considerations. I'd like each person then to have a go at being top rope sort of climbing up onto the course. I then want you to traverse from one belay system into another belay system. So that'll be using twin lanyards. I'd like you to then traverse sort of halfway out onto a particular element before you traverse back to the top rope belay and then descend back down the course. Okay, so is everyone really clear on what I want everyone to have a go of doing? And while you're doing that, I'd like you to be having those conversations around some of those supervision codes. Okay, what we'll be doing is just sort of supervising that, but if you can work fairly independently in your groups, in about then 15 minutes, we'll sort of come, 15, 20 minutes, we'll come back here and we'll expand and develop those ideas with try to write down some key points at the end of the session. Got any questions?
Yeah, you said that you want each group to focus on a different one. Should we
Yeah,
just say who's going to do what so people aren't doing the same thing?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
We will do environmental considerations.
We'll do instructor teacher roles.
Fine stuff. Anyone see any other really important things that I haven't maybe listed there on the board? Have a think about that too. You know, there's probably, you know, it's quite a broad sort of subject, so we've got you know, a bit of a template there to work off, but I'm sure our discussion will also you know, expand sort of further out from that. Okay, so when you're ready, gather your equipment and resources in your head, get into your teams, and I'll